Fresh out of the mailbox, the new Hugo Boss Bottled and Beyond. Shout out to Hugo Boss for sending this to me because they have marketing material with Maluma and Bradley Cooper. So I know right from jump, as soon as I spray this on myself, I'm gonna look like one of them, right? Remember back in the day when you used to wear Air Jordans and think that you can dunk like Jordan? Same. So let's roll, man. The music so we can unbox the new Hugo Boss fragrance and see if it matched up with the last one. Because what was the last one? The 𝗙𝗏𝗏 joint? That was lit. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗏𝗏. New release alert. Boss Bottled Beyond. It even been a year that 𝗙𝗏𝗏 was released? I think they're dropping fragrances like back to back. Is this like a new decanting thing? This fragrance bottle is designed to be refilled, and refills are sold separately. Refillable. So let's check out the presentation of this new fragrance. Bam! Boss Bottled Beyond. Little black gradient looking bottle. Has a little tassel of some sort up here. It looks like they're rebranding their entire structure. Like the whole Hugo Boss company, did they sell to somebody else or are they doing a whole brand flip? Because logos, fonts, and all the other stuff is looking very different on these fragrances. So maybe there's a switch in a positive route. Because again, the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 version, I thought it was absolutely delicious. I've put it on several lists. I think it's a really good scent. So hopefully this will match. But based on the notes, seems very simplistic. Yeah, bro, according to Fragrantica, the note only has ginger, leather, and woods. There's gotta be more to it than that, right? And there's nothing to it but to do it. I'm not wearing any fragrance, but I am excited to smell this joint because if it matches up with the type of sexy energy for me that 𝗙𝗏𝗏 has, then we may have a winner. Let's go. Okay, a little bit on the like mineralic, slightly soapy mineralic nature. Almost like, not gunpowder. When I think of mineralic, I think of almost like nickel-ish, charcoal, wet concrete. That's when I think of mineralic notes. That's how my brain processes that. So I'm picking mineralic, sweet ginger, not a ton of spice, more on the sweetie side, what I like to describe as the sweet Asian ginger teas with the sugar crystals. Those joints. So we got mineralic. There's a little bit of a soapy essence here. Seems sage-ish. And now the leather's coming up. Yeah, like a suede boot. Yeah, it feels like a suede textured leathery boot. Sage, soapy, mineralic, handsome, sexy. Is it a wildly unique DNA? No. It doesn't particularly remind me of one thing right now. It's kind of a culmination of different scents, kind of hybrid-like. It's very much in that designer space and in the mass appeal, easy to wear designer space. On this fragrance, nothing here is off-putting, nothing here is sharp. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly leather, and it's not overly soapy. It's beautifully balanced all across the board, at least at this opening/mid section. But we know it's all about the dry down. I mean, Maluma wouldn't wear nothing basic, or neither would Bradley Cooper. He's making cheesesteaks now, for God's sakes. I hear they're amazing. Let me see what else we start to pick up from this scent. This scent is actually very good. Yeah, the leather's becoming a little bit more pronounced. The ginger sweetness is reducing a bit, and so is the sagey element. So that leathery, woody sensation, according to the notes, is really starting to come up, but it still keeps that minerality, that wettish kind of concrete at the forefront, along with the leather or suede-ish kind of material. Nothing complex about this fragrance. Ultra mass appealing, very date night, sexy, versatile as far as 4 seasons are concerned. Summer, winter, fall, spring. You can pull this fragrance off. But let me let this joint really dry down on the skin so I can see if there's any changes in the scent. Is it gonna be performing better? Is the scent profile gonna completely shift on a 180? That tends to happen. And on everybody's skin is gonna be wild subjective, so please hold.
A few moments later.
All right, germs. We're back. Full dry down. Fragrance has shifted a bit on my skin. It's definitely becoming more leather and more mineralic. The sweetness, again, has reduced like it was already in that midsection, but reduced even more. You're still getting that subtle gingery, spicy sweetness, but it's gonna be a lot more leather and mineralic nature. There's a little bit of an earthy component in this scent. There's a lot of maturity, a lot of sexy, a lot of mass appeal. The fragrance also seems to have a beautiful sillage. Like this is a fragrance that you pop on 8 times or whatever, and it's gonna rock out a decent amount. I'm not gonna say it's gonna project across a football field. I'm saying that you can absolutely smell the intensity of this scent. As how it's laying on my skin right now, I'm still getting a dope scent sillage out of those 4 or 5 sprays that I did off the forearm. So I can imagine doing like a full 8 spray blend all the entire circumference of that neck. How this would be easily mass appeal, a compliment grabbing fragrance in that compliment beast space of like a Dior Savage, you know what I'm saying? Like it has that kind of energy, super wearable, office safe, a lot of versatility. I can see where there's gonna be a good amount of hype around this fragrance, but I don't think it's gonna blow anybody's nuts off. There's nothing here wildly revolutionary, but it has all the handsome energy that you're looking for. So I don't consider this fragrance an absolute rush to go buy it unless they're gonna be in some department stores like Macy's or Ulta's or anything in that space that already offer members like 15% off, friends and family, those type of shits. So if you can bag this one up already at a retail spot with a coupon, then yeah, you're not gonna have any problems with this scent. But personally, I still think 𝗙𝗪𝗏 had a little bit of a more unique, sexy, and likability, and this one is catered to more outside, handsome, sexy, heartthrobbish kind of nature, which who's fucking complaining about it? I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. If you in the department store just cruising the malls, swing by, spray this on yourself and see what kind of reactions you have. I think it's a handsome scent. How often am I gonna reach for it? I have no idea. But it can be an easily like throw in a glove box in a car as long as it's not 90 degrees and spoils the fragrance, and you can apply this shit and nobody's ever gonna be like, ugh, stinks. Won't happen. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Let's say like, share, and subscribe again. Just hit that button. It takes you 10 seconds. 47% of you who watch my shit on the regular don't just hit that button. Hit the button.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that